We've had our Lectric e-bikes for a couple of months now, and we're having a blast, and we're really putting them to the test.
That's right, even on mountain bike trails like this.
Yes.
Also some 11% grades and other fun stuff, so check it out.
We originally thought that we would take our mountain bikes with us when we hit the road, but we decided against it because we hadn't used them in several years because I got sick. If you don't know, I have chronic Lyme disease and several other chronic illnesses. So that took me from being super athletic and exercising all the time to not doing it at all. So I lost a lot of strength and endurance, and we started seeing these e-bikes out and about in the RV community. We thought that would be a perfect solution for my problem.
The way these things work, if you're not aware, they have what's called a pedal assist mode, which means you can pedal it like a regular bike with 0 all the way up to 5, where it's basically pedaling for you, or anywhere in between, which is really cool, and it's perfect for a situation with, like Tara has with her chronic illness, or with me with my chronic laziness.
No, but really, it's actually a great way for me to slowly build up endurance without pushing myself too hard all at once. So it's been great so far, and it's awesome to get back out on the bike again. But it's great because we can go 15 miles and I don't get overexerted because I have the pedal assist to help. So it's awesome so far.
And they're just freaking fun.
They're
fun.
Come
on, it's got a throttle. Another concern we had was how to store them. Yes, we have a giant RV with a garage, I know.
That garage is full.
The garage is full. It's got Lucille, it's got stuff in there, you know. We could probably still put them in there, but we weren't really sure. On top of the truck doesn't really work very well because of the fifth wheel and everything, but these things fold up and go right in the back of the truck, and we're going to show you that.
There are so many e-bikes out there to choose from.
Yeah, and you know, they range in price, anywhere from like $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 down to around where these are, which is like around $900.
Yeah, Lectric bikes. Chad has the XP,
which
and
is the regular straight model.
Yeah, and I have the step through, which is, I guess you basically just call it step through because it's a lower bar.
Yeah,
it's
you'll
easier
see.
to step
You'll see when we pan down.
through. Like
Can't
that.
See,
yeah.
That $899 might be a sale. We're not sure, but they're definitely around the $900, sub $1,000 range.
We first heard about Lectric bikes from our friends Ron and Cindy Lou, our New Hampshire friends, who you've probably seen in our New Hampshire videos, and they loved them. And then our friends Tom and Cherie with EnjoyTheJourney.life did a video on them and introduced us to one of the owners, and the rest is history. They sent us these bikes and we've been having a blast.
Yep, full disclosure, they did send us these bikes for free to evaluate and make a video on. Thank you so much, Lectric, because we're loving them. We've only ridden a couple of other electric bikes, and they were the more expensive models. I didn't notice any different. It's got a motor and it goes. I mean, it's really pretty cool. Plus these fold up, which I really like.
We got these bikes when we were in Scarborough, Maine, and the big boxes came and they were padded up very nicely.
They do come fully assembled, so you don't have to put anything together, but it is a bit of work to cut everything off. But once you get it set up, they do recommend that you check the torque specs, and they do provide torque specs and all there. So be sure to do that before you ride it.
Right.
When you get it, and every now and then you want to check the torque specs, particularly on the main axle bolts and stuff like that. So
You're a torque.
You're a torque. Be sure to also check your tire inflation. The max on these is 30 PSI. I'm going to put them about 25 just to have a little more cushion. Seems to still be pretty solid. Then we'll go for a test ride.
We really read the manual because we know that these things can be dangerous if not done correctly.
It's nice. They have quick release clamps on all of these things. So like that, down, seat, down. That's it. You may have noticed there's no external battery on here. It's all right inside the frame right here. And the battery can either be charged in or out of the frame. And it comes out as easy as that. And just so you know, the battery does lock inside the frame here with the key, so it's not like if you take it away and take your key with you, nobody can actually open up the bike and get to your battery, which is, I guess, another good reason to have it inside the frame.
All right, so let's get into the riding portion.
The key is in the on position when it's this way, like you're gonna go.
Okay. The first test ride, it wasn't really a ride. We just hopped on the bike and rode it around the campground a little bit. We do have helmets, so when you see us riding the loop at the campground, because we do wear our helmets.
Yeah. Our first little test ride, we didn't wear helmets because we were just too excited. One was pretty strong by itself.
Yeah. I was nervous the first time getting on this bike because it was heavy and it has a motor, and I haven't ridden a bike in years, and so I just didn't know what to expect. So I was a little bit nervous.
Also, before you ride, be sure to fully charge your battery before you do it.
Very important. It's like I feel like a little kid learning how to ride on a bicycle. I'm gonna go around the grass.
All right, don't go in the lake.
These are up too high. It's fun. I like it. It didn't take me very long at all to really just like it and get excited and have fun with it. Our first real ride was, we were still in Scarborough, Maine, and the campground where we were staying is called Wild Duck Adult Campground, and it's about 1.25 miles from a trail called the Eastern Trail.
Tara's a little nervous.
I'm a little nervous, and I wouldn't be nervous if we were going just straight to the Eastern Trail, but he's trying to get me to go on US 9 or whatever it is that goes right through Scarborough. It's somewhat busier road and it's curvy. I'm gonna try it, but I'm nervous only because I'm not used to this bike yet.
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
Neither of us have ridden bicycles in a while. I'm more comfortable because I ride the motorcycle.
This is my first motorized two wheels ever in my life that I've operated on my own. So
nothing wrong with being a little cautious, being on the cautious side for sure. It starts out with pedal assist 0. Really all we're going to be doing is we're going to be pushing the up arrow and down arrow to go up in pedal assist and down in pedal assist. And we also have the option of turning the throttle here. The throttle doesn't work unless it's in at least pedal assist 1.
So that was our first time going on a very busy road.
Yeah, it had a pretty good shoulder though.
It had a really good bike shoulder, so that was good, except for a couple of times when there were some cars parked in the shoulder, and we just kind of got off and walked around those because I'm chicken. But we made it right to the trail very easily.
Better stand back, 'cause I'm coming through. Can't hold me down, can't bottle this heat. I'm burning up like 1,000 degrees.
Can I stop you for a sec?
Jeez! Oh gosh!
Brakes!
Oh shoot! I forgot to put it back on 0. It just kept going.
You don't have to put it on 0, just hit the brakes.
Well, I did, but so.
What happened? You hit the throttle?
So, no, I did the thing that Ron and Cindy Lou warned us about when you take a turn. Like I accidentally hit the throttle, so I was like, ah! But that was all right.
Yeah.
This was our first time on packed dirt and gravel, and it was a piece of cake.
So easy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready now? Oh, yeah. I'm making moves. I'm ready to go. I'm making moves. Get up and go. I'm never gonna stop until I'm on top. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm making moves.
And most of that ride, we're playing around with the pedal assist, and we're thinking, why would anybody need anything more than like level 2?
Yeah. But then on the way home, we were actually going up quite an incline to get home on that stretch of main busy road. And it was funny because I zipped ahead of him like I always do on the hills because I'm lighter. It was a piece of cake with pedal assist 4 for me. And I don't know if you did 5 or not.
I think I was doing about 3 or 4 there. That wasn't a super steep hill. We're going to get to some steep hills though.
Yeah.
All right, now I understand pedal assist 3 and 4.
I loved it. I had so much fun.
Yeah, it really is a blast.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay, the next time we took these bikes out was in New York, just outside of Buffalo at a state park called Darien Lake State Park. It was a really nice state park.
It was.
And we're glad that we get to show you a little bit of it on this ride. Just a small little state park. It's an in-between stop for us, but it's been nice and it's cheap and spacious. And there's some trails.
Very spacious.
Spacious.
Last time we were on like a hard trail, some of it was dirt, Some of it
Some
was
of it was
paved,
gravel.
and some of it was gravel. I think this is going to be grass, so it'll be good to see how these big
Yeah.
wheels do on it.
Grass and pavement.
Yeah,
So let's go right around.
do it.
Anywhere you go, no matter what you do, you're always my forever, always my forever.
You want to do it? Oh, this is scary. This is scary right here. I'm scared. I'm walking it. No. Wait for me. Please. This is a little creepy.
Turns out it was definitely a hiking / mountain bike kind of thing.
For our second ride ever, it was not something I wanted to do. Especially when we came to the creek. Well, we can't do that because I don't want to get my shoes wet.
You have to.
What do you mean I don't have to? Chad, you guys,
Be careful, so it's slippery.
I'm gonna have an accident on my bike and I'm not even gonna be on the bike. You take me to some places that I'm not quite sure. I didn't know that I needed my hiking shoes. Then we got going again, and it's like this steep climb up, and it's dirt and it's gravel, and I said, nope, not doing it. No, I'm not doing that. I mean, do you guys blame me? I mean, can you see? Can you see that? Can you see that back there? I don't know if they can see. Can you see that? Oh good, we get to go over the river again too. Sweet.
And for the record, the creek that I rode through, it was about 2 inches of water, so no submersion, just some splashing.
Of course, you know, I'm like, you guys supposed to ride it through water. I'm glad that we didn't just try. I'm glad that I said no because I just had a bad feeling about it.
It was looking pretty steep and bad just in the first 150 yards.
That was an adventure. I'm getting more and more used to going up hills and what I need to do for that. So we just got back on streets and rode around and zipped along some hills and very nice state park. It's so pretty. It's like a golf course.
Always my forever. Anywhere you go, no matter what you do, you're always my forever, always my forever. Anywhere you go, no matter what you do, you're always my forever, always my forever.
The third ride we went on was when we were visiting family in Ohio.
Right, we actually used these bikes quite a few times to go back and forth between mooch docking in my brother's driveway and where my mom lives because it's only a couple miles apart. We got my brother to be a little bit of a guinea pig because he wanted to try the bikes out. That's my brother, Scott. That's his lovely lady, Tiffany. Hey guys.
So I'll let you try mine because it's probably already adjusted pretty well for the height.
Yes, so we're gonna walk him through a little bit of basics.
Yeah.
And then he's just gonna take off.
This is your pedal assist level here, and you take it up to from 0 to 5.
Okay.
Probably not going to need more than 1 or 2. As you start pedaling with pedal assist, it'll take off. And sometimes in like 2 or 3, it'll take off and you'll stop pedaling and it'll still be assisting for a second. So there's a little bit of a lag.
Okay.
So anytime you want, just hit the brakes.
You have to be pedaling for the assistance to be there.
Unless you use the throttle, which is right here.
Okay.
It's just like a motorcycle throttle. But anything in 1 through 5, this will take off. So you
Okay.
can also just not pedal at all and just hold this, you know, for whatever speed you want.
You probably will find though on this trail you're not going to need any more than like 2 is pushing.
Well, I'm not understanding though. So if I'm on pedal assist 3, I'm pedaling and it's pushing it forward as I
It's assisting with
helping
the
with the pedaling.
But 3,
This is just going
Plain old
forward.
That's like a
without-
quick shot, like a just.
but on its own. Okay.
yeah.
But I'll be right behind you so that in case you have questions.
Oh boy.
You're right here.
Oh, I pushed it to 1. Yeah, yeah. Well, with 2, I don't even have to do anything. Oh my God, this is so great. 1 assists you so much that it's like, it feels like you're still riding a bike, but you're getting like a lot of help. So now this is 2 and I'm really flying.
Get it, get it.
So cool.
Mom's gonna try them. No, I don't think so.
No, you don't want to try it?
Do it, do it, do it, do it. How'd you like it?
Loved it.
if you're a little bit nervous starting out, it's got a 7-speed Shimano shifter on it, so you can just try it out as a bike if you want. Next victim was my youngest daughter, Madison. They came up to visit us in Franklin, North Carolina at the Great Outdoors, where we like to stay when we're up there.
She's gonna ride my bike, which is the step through, which is easier to get on for us shorties with short legs. We did kind of learn a lesson. Don't put somebody on these e-bikes for the first time on hills.
Yeah, I don't think she'd ridden a bike in a long time.
That's true too.
Yeah, so, and there was no such thing as a flat place in
The
here.
campground where we like to stay is really nothing but hills with a few flat spots in between. So it was really hard to find an area for her to start out.
But she
without
sucked
hill.
it up. She
She
sucked it
did
up.
great, yeah. And once she got going, she thought it was really fun.
Mhm.
Oh, oh my God.
Yeah, see? Gives you a little help on the hills.
Oh my God. All right. Yeah. Yeah. She's getting the hang of it now.
Put it on pedal assist 1.
Put it on pedal assist 1.
Hold down the bottom arrow, and it'll go into walk mode.
And it's only got 1 speed on that walk mode, right?
It's going. That's like we're walking.
Like, no big deal.
Yeah.
It's so nice. I don't even have to do it. It was 10 out of 10. Much easier than a normal bike. It was so fun. I had so much fun.
She's so had so much fun, she's ready to leave. So, hiking time now.
Hiking time. I'll lock the bikes up.
You gonna wear your helmet with your fancy camera on?
I'm gonna wear it all the time. I'm gonna always. I think we won't carry cameras anymore. I'm just gonna wear this all the time. Our next victim, which was also in Franklin,
We
North
say
Carolina.
victim, but everybody loved it.
It was my parents.
That's right. So we wanted to do Madison, who's 21, your parents who are
More than 21.
more than 21, and my brother who is around our age. So we tried to get the full spectrum there.
Mhm.
But your parents were both willing to give it a shot, which was awesome.
We went on a trail there in Franklin called the Greenway.
Well, part of the trail is dirt, and it was actually mud at that time because it rained a lot.
Mhm.
But there was another section that was all paved surface for them to try out and flat. So
Yeah.
it was good. First, we had them just get used to it as a regular bicycle in the parking lot,
Mhm.
just to get a feel for it.
Okay, I'm ready for electric.
All right. And then they just took off, and they were gone for a while.
Yeah, we got worried actually.
They may come back, they may not. They may have so much fun that they don't want to give them up.
They may just be gone with their bikes.
Yeah.
I know where to find them.
Yeah.
They're still gone.
They're still gone.
He'll probably come back trying to talk mom into buying a couple of them.
I have a feeling you are right.
So the takeaway from my parents' experiment was they liked them.
Your dad said there's not that many nice paved flat areas for
True.
them to ride where they live, that it's probably not the thing for them.
Additionally, them being in their 70s, lifting and folding 62 pounds might be a little bit for them, so do be aware of that.
You ready for the big test?
We're gonna give them the hill test right now on this hill.
Oh my gosh.
Really steep, all the way up.
Crap. Okay, here we go. I started with the throttle.
Oh, this is a breeze. This is nice. All
I'm not even pedaling.
right, pedal assist 5. I'm having to work a little more, but it's pretty easy.
Yoo-hoo!
Yeah, hold, wait for me. I actually got to pedal a little bit on this one.
Woo-hoo! I'm going over the speed limit. It took you a lot longer.
I had to pedal out of it.
Did you see me zip right up that hill?
Well, yeah, you're a lot lighter than me, I guess.
I ran. That was a piece of cake.
Well, started out a piece of cake. My battery went from 75 down to like 40.
I use 1 bar.
Well, what do you weigh, like a $110?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Buck.
Anyhow, I had on pedal assist 5. I did have to pedal, but I have it on 5th gear. I didn't have to, I mean, I felt like I was whizzing right up here.
I had to drop down to 1st gear. It handled the first half really well. The second half, and again, I don't know what the grade is, but it's pretty steep.
I'm scared to go down because I'm gonna ride the brakes the whole time, and
Yeah.
and this is a lot steeper than the first hill we went down, and I was scared. This is scary. This is scary. This is crazy. This is crazy.
It's got good brakes.
Huh?
Good brakes.
Yeah, thankfully. Ow!
We tried to get an estimate of what the slope was just so you'd have a number. So we measured at the top and bottom and the distance, and what was the slope?
We came up with an 11% grade.
Yeah,
So
pretty
that's
steep.
a pretty good grade from the bottom where we started all the way to the top where we ended up.
Going up that big hill, I was passing the speed limit signs.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
Speed limit was 7.5, and I was going 14 up that hill.
You
Eat my dust.
Want to ride back through the park and go up that other hill on that side, back up to our site?
Yeah,
All right, we'll do that, then we're gonna go eat.
I'm hungry.
The verdict for her, really steep, no problem.
That was
For
awesome.
me, it was certainly a bit easier going uphill with the pedal assist than without it.
This was the first time that it was really evident to us how much of a difference the weight plays in the use of battery and the use of how much energy we have to actually put forth to make
Yeah.
these things go. In any of the other rides that we've done, your battery has lasted almost as good as mine.
Mm-hmm. And
It eats up a little bit
we've done
faster.
several rides in a row here and there without recharging them, so they do pretty well.
We haven't charged them up for a while, right?
Yeah. I've tried a couple different methods of stowing these bikes in the truck. I've tried putting them in fully extended and side by side. I've tried them like this. I've tried folded and trying to tuck them into one side. And the best way that I found, the easiest way, is just to fold them, put one on the passenger, one on the driver. You can see I've already got chairs folded up and in there. I have a couple of old blankets that I use to kind of tuck in the crevices and maybe eliminate any rattles or scratches. So I'm going to fold mine up, get it in this side. And I just tuck some blanket up in here. That's it. Real quick, some technical specs to mention. One is that I really like is it has integrated front and rear lights built into it that you can turn right on via your controls here. So that's really cool.
Great for evening riding.
These things have up to a 45-mile range. Of course, your mileage is going to vary depending on how much pedal assist you use. If you're going uphill, you're not going to get 45 miles uphill, but I can guarantee 45 miles downhill.
It's also going to vary depending on weight.
Yeah. It's got a 500 watt motor that's capable of 800 watts peak, and it's powered by a 48 volt, 10.5 amp hour lithium ion battery.
Good job. And charge time is about 4 to 6 hours, and you can charge them whether they're in the bike or out of the bike.
Correct. If you're familiar at all with the classifications of electric bikes, these things ship as a class 2, meaning it has a top speed of 20 miles per hour, and it can be used throttle mode or pedal assist mode. Class 1 is 20 miles per hour with just pedal assist mode. Class 3 is 28 miles per hour pedal assist mode.
Ours is class 2 at this moment. He has yet to try to doctor it up. And states vary, right?
Yeah, states vary, laws vary. This thing can be modified if you go into the settings on the control panel here to be a full class 3, which is capable of the 28 miles per hour. I thought for sure the first thing I would do with this thing was I want to go as fast as possible. But 20 miles per hour has been pretty good. Now, I probably will adjust it just to try it out, but 20 is plenty fast.
20's fun.
Yeah. And do always wear a bike helmet. You know, I know the laws vary state by state, but bike helmets these days are so cheap and light.
What else? There's a weight limit.
Yep. 275-pound weight limit for it, and 55 pounds on the back.
Of where the saddlebag is?
What's that thing called? Luggage rack.
Speaking of luggage racks, we also got the Lectric saddlebags here, which have been very convenient. I love it. We can put our waters and our camera gear. And hat, because when I take off my helmet, I have helmet head and whatever else we might need. So
Cool.
they
Really
come in
convenient.
really handy.
Tara's got a bell.
Well, my bell came from Dick's and it was like $5 or $6 and it's really cheap. We also got new seats because we need
Because we like padding.
They're happy
Oh.
about it, see?
New seats, yay! Another thing that we have on order that should be here tomorrow actually is a pole here that has a shock absorber built into it. So we're gonna try the seat plus the pole.
What's also coming this week are the Senna helmets so that we can talk to each other. Because
Bluetooth.
when we're riding and you know, one of us is usually in front of the other and it's always, what? We can't hear each other, especially if it's a windy day.
I can't hear you. Hold on.
What? Huh? The last thing that we need to get is a basket for Daisy so she can come along. And we weren't in a hurry to get that because we wanted to get comfortable riding these bikes first before we took her on anything.
Yeah, so we're heading out on our little ride to show you guys a little bit of mountain bike trails.
Mountain bike trails, just a little bit, because they were tough for me, at least when we did them the first time. We are at Panther Creek State Park in Morristown, Tennessee. Awesome state park, tons of trails for hiking and biking.
And horse riding if you have one.
And horse riding. And it's just a beautiful park. So we're gonna show you this as our last little proof of ride, I guess.
Proof of ride.
Proof of ride.
Proof that we actually ride them.
Proof that we actually ride it. Yes. So wish us luck, because this is a tough one.
Let's do it. Lots of leaves, it'll be hard to see roots, so be careful. If you're interested in these, we'll have links below. It's just lectricbikes.com.
And
We don't
remember,
have
they
any-
have the XP and the step through, so they have two different options.
In both black and white for each. We're gonna get a lot of enjoyment out of these. I like these.
We already have gotten a lot of enjoyment out of these, and we're gonna see you on our next adventure.
Yep. Bye. Here's where it gets a little more technical.
Yeah, watch out for the...
You all right?
Yes.
I would open this up right now, but my day job calls and I have a meeting
My stomach's calling, and I'm hungry.
just to meet some food.
My face has to meet some food.
I'm sure there's a trick to this thing.
Do you want to read the manual?
No. Hold on.
God, I can't even ride a regular bike.
This is not a paid gig.
I'm not good at riding a bike.
What?
That was embarrassing.
Well,
Because it was just a regular bike.
gotta be up here. Be up here for your lesson.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the dorky stuff that we do for a picture or a thumbnail.
Yeah.